I was talking to like my Edward Jones guy today, and he informed me that basically, depending on how much money you have in your account, like Edward Jones will give you so much of a line of credit to use. Basically, like there's no time limit on it, but it's like 5% interest on it. So
Interesting.
basically,
What kind of account is this?
so it's just like a single, they call it like an individual, like single investment account.
Okay.
It's basically like stocks, bonds, that type of
Okay.
stuff. But yeah, so basically today I got like I became my own private investor, I guess.
Yeah. 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 That's
So
awesome.
yeah. So that was kind of handy, but I don't know. I just thought I'd let other people know if
Yeah.
they have investments with other people, they might
Yeah.
have some of the
Whatever
same
whatever
options.
assets you have, generally you can use those as security for a line of credit from some entity. And a lot of times, if it's a retirement account, for example, a 401k is a good example. You can take out a loan from your 401k and you pay, 5, 6%, whatever the terms are, but that 5 or 6% is actually paid back to you. So not only are you your own private lender in the fact that you're sourcing the money, you're also making the interest,
Yeah.
right? So that's fantastic. And I don't know how it is for Edward Jones, even if it's 5% going to Edward Jones instead of to Trent. That's still a fantastic situation. Do you know if it's going to you or them?
I think it's going to them, but uh I don't know. I found it interesting. Like they have no like there's basically like no time schedule on it. Um you just like it accrues 5%. Like if you can't pay it for a year, they don't care, but you have 5% every month,
Right.
accruing. So it was just kind of interesting. Um, I mean, essentially, you could go put a bunch of down payments on houses and just treat it like a 30-year loan,
Yeah.
basically. Um, so I doubt I'll do that. Probably what I'll end up doing is just like every time I burr a house, like whatever cash I take out, um, if I can't put it into another house like immediately, I'll just put it in Edward Jones because that's just going to increase my uh, the amount of
Right.
loan that I can get from them.
Right.
So
Well, yeah, and you've got a couple options with that money. Let's just throw out a number. Let's just say it's $100,000 because it's nice and round. You could be your own burr lender, right? Where you buy a house outright, you're paying the 5% interest. So whatever that small number is, you're paying that 5% interest per month, but you don't really have to pay it to somebody right away. You can shoulder that until you do your cash out refi. So then you take the money, you pay it back off, and net you're fine. Or you put more money, if you walked away with 20% or $20,000 equity, you could either take that cash and put it into another property, or if you couldn't find a property right away, you could put it into that investment account and increase your limit, right? The other thing you could do is just go take that money from your investment account, the line of credit that's secured from your investment account, and buy turnkey properties at 20% down or whatever it is. You're paying 5% on the down payment, right? So let's say your cash on cash return is 18%, or let's say 15%, because that's kind of our bottom line on cash return. Your total return, including the interest that you're paying on that line of credit, is going to be 15% minus whatever they're charging. So if it's 5%, now your total return is 10%, right? And you might say, well, 10%, that's not great. But like Gerald and I, we were just talking about the total return on a property like that, actually closer to 60% once you consider appreciation, tax hedge, your cash flow, so your cash on cash return. I mean, there's just a lot of, and debt pay down, right? There's a lot of different things at play. And if you can even just float the cash flow, you're in a much better situation, right? So that turns out to be a really fantastic situation. It's kind of like having home equity line of credit money. right? It's similar to that. It's just a line of credit predicated on something else.